Welcome to today's video, where we'll be diving into one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This rare coin, sometimes referred to as the War in the Pacific penny, holds a significant place in both history and the market, with a value reaching an astonishing $2 million. Before we go into the fascinating details of this particular coin, let's first understand why it is so valuable. The 1986 no-mint mark penny isn't just rare because of its design or its limited circulation. Its rarity stems from an error in the minting process that makes it highly sought after by collectors. Most pennies from this era are stamped with the mint mark D for Denver or P for Philadelphia, but the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands out for not having any mint mark at all. To put this into perspective, in 1986, the United States Mint typically used the D mint mark for coins struck in Denver and the P mint mark for coins struck in Philadelphia. However, for a small batch of pennies, something went wrong during production, leading to a lack of the expected mint mark. It was this error that would make the 1986 no-mint mark penny a prized item in the numismatic world. It's not just an error, it's an anomaly that has caught the attention of coin collectors around the globe. Now, let's talk about the historical significance of this coin. 1986 was a pivotal year in American history, especially in terms of the country's relationship with the Pacific region. In this year, the United States marked the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II in the Pacific. The conflict, known as the War in the Pacific, was a major theater of World War II and a significant part of U.S. history. As the world was commemorating this important milestone, the U.S. Mint produced a set of coins to mark the occasion. The Lincoln penny, typically a symbol of unity and national pride, became intertwined with the nation's reflection on its past. While the 1986 penny itself didn't explicitly feature any war-related imagery, the connection between the era coin and this historical period made it all the more fascinating for collectors and investors. One of the reasons the 1986 no-mint mark penny is valued so highly is because of its rarity. The exact number of these era coins that were produced is unknown, but it's believed that only a few hundred of these pennies exist today. This makes them incredibly difficult to find, and when one does pop up for sale, it often fetches a sky-high price. As with most rare coins, demand far outweighs supply, and this drives up the value even more. Let's take a moment to talk about the condition of these coins. As with all collectibles, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins that are in pristine condition, meaning they have minimal wear, clear details, and no noticeable damage, are typically worth much more than those in poor condition. A 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in mint condition could easily sell for well over $1 million. In fact, one of these rare coins recently sold for $2 million at auction, making it one of the most valuable pennies in the world. Collectors who are fortunate enough to get their hands on one of these era coins often choose to store them in a safe, climate-controlled environment to preserve their value. It's important to keep these rare items protected from damage, as even a small scratch or discoloration can dramatically reduce their worth. So, where can you find a 1986 no-mint mark penny? Unfortunately, they aren't available in circulation anymore, as they were released decades ago. Your best bet is to look for them at coin shows, auctions, or from reputable dealers who specialize in rare coins. However, finding one can be incredibly difficult, and when one is available, the price tag is usually quite steep. If you're thinking about adding one of these rarities to your collection, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, make sure you're buying from a trusted source. Coin fraud is unfortunately common, and there are many counterfeit or misidentified coins on the market. Look for dealers who offer authentication certificates, and always do your research before making a purchase. If you do happen to find a 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, the first thing to check is the lack of a mint mark. The absence of the D or P stamp is the defining feature of this era coin. You'll also want to look for any distinguishing features of the penny, such as the sharpness of the design and any signs of wear that might affect its value. The 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has captured the attention of numismatists and investors for years. It's a coin that tells a story of historical significance, minting errors, and rare finds. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, this coin represents an exciting opportunity to own a piece of American history. In summary, the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin, with an estimated worth of up to $2 million. Its unique era in production, coupled with its historical significance, has made it a prized item for collectors and investors alike. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a piece of American history, and a significant financial asset, in your hands. Thank you for joining me today to learn more about the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare coins and their incredible value in the market. Channel, coin enthusiasts. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any valuable insights into rare coins and their fascinating stories. Today, we're diving into an incredible coin from 1963, a year that's already notable in the world of numismatics. But what makes this Lincoln penny so extraordinary? It's the 1963 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, and it could be worth a whopping $2 million. Now, you might be wondering, how could a penny that was minted more than 60 years ago be worth so much? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. This penny is not just any ordinary piece of currency, it carries a rich history, a significant era, and, of course, a hefty price tag. Whether you're an avid coin collector or someone just starting to dip their toes into the hobby, understanding how this coin became so valuable is absolutely fascinating. Let's start with the basics. In 1963, the U.S. Mint was producing Lincoln pennies in large quantities. The pennies were mostly produced at two locations, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Most of the pennies from that year came with a mint mark indicating where they were made. The mint mark, a small letter D or S, would tell collectors if the coin was struck in Denver or San Francisco. However, what makes the 1963 no-mint mark penny stand out is the fact that this particular coin, despite being produced in Philadelphia, was struck without any mint mark at all. Why does this matter? Well, mint marks on coins are used to identify where the coin was made. Typically, all pennies minted in Philadelphia had no mint mark, but coins that were struck at the Denver and San Francisco mints had a D or S stamped on them. A 1963 penny from the Philadelphia Mint should have no mint mark. But what makes the no mint mark coin from that year special is a rare and highly sought-after error. Somehow, a batch of 1963 pennies was struck in Philadelphia but mistakenly left without any mint mark at all, a mistake that wasn't caught in time. These coins are often referred to as War in the Pacific Lincoln pennies, referencing the fact that they were produced during a time of ongoing global conflict, the tail end of the World War II era. This small error makes them incredibly unique, and collectors who are in the know are willing to pay big bucks to get their hands on one. But here's the real kicker, this error is incredibly rare, and it's one of the most desirable coins in the numismatic world. Only a handful of these 1963 no-mint mark pennies are known to exist, and that rarity is one of the driving factors behind their high market value. It's not just any penny you might find in your pocket change, it's a piece of history that stands out in a way most other coins don't. So, what is the current market value for these rare 1963 no-mint mark pennies? Some experts believe that they can fetch as much as $2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly, this tiny piece of copper could end up being worth more than most people's homes. The price is largely driven by the scarcity of the coin and the demand from serious collectors who understand just how valuable this mistake is. The $2 million figure isn't just speculation, it's based on past auction results where these rare pennies have sold for mind-blowing prices. But what makes the 1963 no-mint mark penny so much more valuable than other pennies from the same year? First, let's talk about the condition of the coin. Like any rare coin, the condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, those that have minimal wear, sharp details, and no visible damage, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. A 1963 penny in excellent condition with no mint mark could easily command top dollar, especially if it's graded by a trusted numismatic grading service. On top of that, the coin's unique error adds another layer of appeal. Errors in coin production are relatively common, but the ones that survive in good condition and stand the test of time are the ones that truly become valuable. For a coin to be worth $2 million, there needs to be a combination of factors: rarity, demand, and historical significance. The 1963 no-mint mark penny checks all of these boxes. Now, you might be wondering if you have one of these rare pennies hiding in your collection or in your pocket change. How can you tell if your penny is the real deal? Well, the first thing to look for is, of course, the lack of a mint mark. If you have a 1963 penny with no D or S stamped on it, you could be in possession of something special. However, it's important to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations can assess the quality and rarity of your coin and give it an official grade, which will help determine its value in the marketplace. If you do find a 1963 penny with no mint mark, here's what you need to do: keep it in a safe place, avoid cleaning it, which can decrease its value, and contact a professional appraiser or grading service. The last thing you want is to accidentally damage or diminish the coin's value by mishandling it. Remember, even a small scratch or fingerprint on a coin can lower its price significantly. If your coin passes the grading process with a high score, you could be looking at a future sale worth millions. But what exactly makes these no-mint mark pennies so valuable to collectors? It's all about their rarity and the historical context surrounding their creation. These coins represent a mistake that slipped through the cracks of the US Mint, and that imperfection makes them incredibly desirable to collectors who want to own a piece of numismatic history. With a price tag reaching as high as $2 million, the 1963 no-mint mark penny is a symbol of how small details can have a huge impact on the world of coin collecting. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the fascinating world of rare coins, the 1963 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a must-know. Its value may be astronomical, but it also serves as a reminder of how the smallest errors can make a coin one of the most sought-after items on the market. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1963 no-mint mark penny and its staggering market value of $2 million. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, comment, and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And, as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting coin-related content. Stay tuned for more videos where we explore the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. If you're a coin enthusiast or a collector, you're in for a treat, as we dive into the fascinating world of the 1970 Lincoln penny, and why it's one of the most valuable coins in today's market. The 1970 penny may seem like a regular coin that you might come across in your pocket change, but don't let its unassuming appearance fool you. This particular penny, with a D mint mark, has earned its place as a high-value collectible, fetching up to $2 million in some rare cases. Yes, you heard that right, up to $2 million. But what exactly makes this coin so valuable? Let's take a closer look. First, let's talk about the basic details of the 1970 penny. It's made from copper and was struck at the Denver Mint, which is where the D mint mark comes from. The penny features the iconic design of Abraham Lincoln, with his portrait on the obverse side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But while the coin's design is consistent with other Lincoln pennies, its value is tied to a few special factors that make it stand out in the world of numismatics. The first thing to know is that the 1970 penny was produced in massive quantities. The US Mint struck over 2.5 billion of these pennies that year. That's a lot of coins. So why is it that such a common coin is now worth so much money? The secret lies in certain rare minting errors that occurred during production. There are specific characteristics of the 1970 penny that make some examples incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most significant errors is the D over D variety, where the D mint mark appears twice on the coin, overlapping with a previous D. This minting error occurred when the minting die was reused, and the new D was stamped over the old one, creating a doubled appearance. The 1970 D over D penny is extremely rare, and that rarity is what drives its price up in the market. Collectors will pay top dollar for these coins, and in recent years, the value has only continued to rise. Some of these era coins have been sold for prices well into the millions, with some reaching a staggering $2 million, depending on their condition and the quality of the era. But even if you don't have a D over D variety, there are other factors that can increase the value of your 1970 D penny. Coins that are in exceptional condition, particularly those with high-grade ratings, are also worth a lot more. The condition of a coin is graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Most coins you come across in circulation will likely be graded much lower, but if you have a 1970 D penny in excellent condition, especially if it's close to a grade of MS 67 or higher, it could be worth a substantial amount of money. Another factor that adds to the value of the 1970 D penny is the increasing interest in coin collecting. In recent years, the market for rare coins has seen a huge surge, with collectors willing to pay top prices for valuable pieces. The popularity of coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces has helped bring attention to coins like the 1970 D penny, further driving up its market value. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1970 D penny in your collection? The first step is to inspect the coin closely for any visible errors. Check the mint mark to see if there is a D over D variety. This can be hard to spot with the naked eye, so you may need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. If you don't see the doubled mint mark, don't worry, there's still a chance your penny could be valuable, especially if it's in pristine condition. The next step is to get your coin professionally graded. This is an essential part of the process, as the grade will determine the coin's market value. A coin's grade is based on factors like its level of wear, its luster, and the overall quality of the strike. A coin in high-grade condition is much more valuable than one that is worn down from years of circulation. If you're unsure about how to get your penny graded, there are several reputable grading services, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that can evaluate your coin. Once you've had your 1970 D penny graded, you can start exploring the market. While it's true that only a small percentage of these coins are worth millions, there's still a good chance that your 1970 D penny could fetch a significant price. Whether you're looking to sell it at an auction or through a private sale, knowing its value is the key to making a smart decision. Now, you may be wondering, why is the 1970 D penny so important in the broader context of U.S. coinage? The significance of this coin lies in the fact that it represents a moment in time when minor errors and variations could make a huge difference in a coin's value. While many other coins from the same era may have been mass-produced and ended up in circulation for years, the 1970 D penny stands as a reminder of the unpredictability of coin production and the potential for rare and valuable pieces to emerge from a seemingly common year. If you're looking to add a 1970 D penny to your collection, or if you're lucky enough to already have one, it's crucial to keep it in good condition. Many collectors prefer to store their valuable coins in protective holders, such as plastic coin flips or slabs, to preserve their condition and protect them from damage. Proper storage and care are key to maintaining the coin's value. In conclusion, the 1970 D Lincoln penny may look like a regular coin at first glance, but it has a rich history and tremendous value in today's market. Whether you have a rare D over D variety or a high-grade example in excellent condition, this penny has the potential to fetch a significant price. With values reaching up to $2 million for the most prized examples, it's no wonder that collectors and investors alike are keeping an eye on this remarkable piece of U.S. coinage. If you're lucky enough to have one in your collection, it could be the hidden gem that changes everything. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future videos about rare and valuable coins. Stay tuned for more tips and insights into the world of numismatics, and who knows, you might just find your next fortune. We're diving into a fascinating piece of American coin history, the 1988 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, often referred to as the War in the Pacific penny. Believe it or not, this specific coin has a market value that could surprise you, and we're talking about potentially up to $2 million. If you've ever wondered how a humble penny could be worth such a hefty sum, then stick around, because we're going to break down everything you need to know. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln penny, originally introduced in 1909, has been a staple in American currency for over a century. Over the years, the coin has seen numerous designs, mint marks, and unique features that have contributed to its rarity and value. But the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands out for several key reasons. You might be asking, what makes the 1988 penny so special, and why is it worth so much money? Well, the answer lies in a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. Let's start with rarity. The 1988 penny was produced in large quantities by the United States Mint. However, in certain cases, there were a limited number of these coins that were released without a mint mark. Typically, pennies minted at the Philadelphia Mint carry no mint mark, but in this case, a handful of 1988 pennies ended up being released with no mint mark despite the usual expectation for them to be marked. Now, this leads to the first reason why these coins are so valuable. These 1988 no mint mark pennies are considered errors or anomalies in the minting process. Such errors are highly sought after by collectors. Coins with minting errors can command huge prices, depending on the nature of the mistake, and this penny is no exception. A coin without a mint mark in a year when it's expected could be seen as a rare oversight, which makes it much more desirable among serious collectors. But there's another layer to this coin story: historical significance. As you might know, the 1988 penny is part of a larger set of coins issued during the 1980s. This was a time of great change in the United States, with the economy booming and a number of major political events taking place. Among these events, the Pacific War, also known as World War II's Pacific Theater, looms large in American history. Although the 1988 penny isn't directly tied to the Pacific War, collectors and historians alike associate certain coin issues with particular moments in American history. The connection between the coin and the historical context of the 1980s gives this penny an added level of intrigue for collectors who appreciate the stories behind their acquisitions. Now, when it comes to determining the value of this penny, a number of factors come into play. Condition is one of the most important aspects. Coins that are well preserved and in mint or near mint condition are always worth more. If your 1988 no mint mark penny is in pristine shape, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Coins that are graded by professional services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can achieve a much higher price. A coin in excellent condition with a grade of MS 67 or higher can command a significant premium. Keep in mind that the better the grade, the higher the value. But what about the $2 million figure I mentioned earlier? It might sound outlandish, but it's not impossible. While most 1988 no mint mark pennies will sell for a few $100s, a well-preserved coin, particularly one that has been authenticated as an error or anomaly, could indeed fetch up to $2 million at auction. Yes, $2 million. But to be clear, this is for the best specimens, the rarest finds. Most of us won't come across such a coin, but it does happen, and it's worth knowing that the potential is out there. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these valuable 1988 pennies? Well, here are a few tips to help you identify it. First, check for the lack of a mint mark. Pennies minted in 1988 at the Philadelphia Mint typically don't have a mint mark, but they do need to be carefully examined to ensure that they weren't simply worn down or damaged over time. Look closely at the coin to see if you can spot any unusual features. It's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin grader to determine if your penny holds any special value. If you think you found a rare 1988 no mint mark penny, your next step should be to get it professionally graded. Grading can make a world of difference in the value of your coin. Many coins may look like they're in great condition to the untrained eye, but a professional grader can determine the exact condition, which will directly influence its market value. So, what should you do if you happen to find a valuable 1988 no mint mark penny? The first thing you'll want to do is avoid spending it. It may seem tempting, but you could be holding on to something worth far more than its face value. If you have any doubts about whether your coin is worth something significant, consider consulting with a reputable coin dealer or professional appraiser. There are also online auction houses and coin marketplaces where these rare pennies are often bought and sold, sometimes for jaw-dropping prices. In conclusion, the 1988 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that could be worth a small fortune, possibly even as much as $2 million, if you happen to have a top-tier specimen. Whether it's the result of a minting error, its historical significance, or its excellent condition, this penny represents a unique opportunity for coin collectors and investors alike. So, keep your eyes peeled for this valuable piece of American history, and who knows, you might just discover a coin that could change your life. Thanks for watching, and if you're into rare and valuable coins, you're in for a real treat today. We're diving deep into one of the most exciting pennies in circulation, the 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny, which is worth a jaw-dropping $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. Stick around as we explore how this coin made its way to the top of the coin collecting world and what makes it so special. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin discoveries. Now, let's get into it. First, let's talk about the historical significance of this coin. The 2006 Lincoln penny is part of a series issued to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, specifically the War in the Pacific. The U.S. Mint released the series in 2006 to honor the bravery and sacrifices of the American soldiers during that time. While most of us know the Lincoln penny by its standard design, the 2006 is unique because it features a special reverse design, a subtle yet meaningful nod to the war. On the back of the coin, we see the traditional Union shield that was introduced in 2010, but for collectors who know what to look for, there's an unmistakable link to the war in the Pacific through the year of release and specific mint mark variations. Now, let's get to the real reason you're here, the coin's value. While you may find 2006 pennies in your pocket change, most of them aren't worth anything near $2 million. But some rare variants of this coin have sold for astronomical prices in the market. How did this happen? Well, it all comes down to minting errors, specific conditions, and the rarity of certain variants. The 2006 Lincoln penny became famous when a few rare examples emerged with subtle but significant errors, like double die obverse or incorrect minting details. These errors make them incredibly valuable to collectors, especially those who specialize in wartime and error coins. In fact, some of the 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln pennies, particularly those with minting flaws, have sold for upwards of $2 million at auction. So, if you have a 2006 penny in your collection, don't just toss it aside. Take a good look and make sure it's not one of the rare varieties. You might be wondering, how can I tell if my 2006 penny is one of the rare, valuable ones? Well, it's all about paying attention to the details. Here's what you should look out for. Mint mark location. The 2006 penny features a D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. Pay close attention to the placement of the mint mark, as it's a key element for collectors. Doubling. One of the most famous errors on the 2006 pennies is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin is struck multiple times, causing the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait to appear doubled. If your penny looks like it's got a bit of a ghost image next to the original features, that could be a double die variety condition. As with any collectible coin, the condition matters. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny will be. A coin in mint condition, with no visible wear, will fetch a much higher price compared to one with heavy scratches or discoloration. Provenance. If your penny has an interesting history, say, it was found in a rare collection or has been authenticated by a well-known grading service like the PCGS or NGC, it could significantly increase its value. Coin collectors pay a premium for coins with a story behind them. Why is there such high demand for the 2006 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny? Coin collecting has become an incredibly popular hobby over the years, and wartime coins, especially those with errors, have always been in high demand. People are fascinated by the history behind them, and the fact that these coins are part of a limited run series only makes them more appealing. Collectors are always on the lookout for rarities, and the 2006 D penny fits the bill perfectly. With its connection to World War II, a time that holds such historical significance, these pennies have become a symbol of not only the coin's value but also the history they represent. The value of your penny can vary significantly depending on the condition and any errors it may have. A regular 2006 D Lincoln penny in circulated condition might only be worth its face value, 1 cent. However, if you're lucky enough to have one of the rare error coins, you could be sitting on a small fortune. For example, a mint state 2006 D penny, without any significant errors, might sell for a few dollars. But if you find one with a double die or other notable errors, you could be looking at an auction price of anywhere from hundreds of thousands of dollars to, as we mentioned before, $2 million. Don't underestimate the value of your pennies. You could have a treasure hiding right under your nose. If you think you've got a rare 2006 D penny, how should you go about selling it? First, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having the coin professionally graded will ensure you get the most accurate value. Next, you can sell the coin through a variety of channels, such as online auction sites like eBay, specialized coin auctions, or through reputable dealers. Just make sure you're working with trusted experts who know how to properly appraise and sell rare coins. In conclusion, the 2006 D War in the Pacific Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of change. It's a valuable collector's item, especially if you have one of the rare minting era varieties. So, check your pockets, check your collections, and don't let this historical gem pass you by. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share it with your fellow coin collectors. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on rare coins, their history, and their value in the market. Until next time, keep hunting for those rare finds, and who knows, you might just be sitting on the next big discovery. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies in the market, the 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, commonly known as the War in the Pacific penny. If you've got one of these rare coins in your collection, you might be sitting on something worth a small fortune. We're talking about market values reaching up to $3 million. Let's explore what makes this penny so valuable and how you can identify it. Before we get into its market value, let's quickly talk about the history of the 2016 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, and every year, a new design or variation can come into play. In 2016, a special edition of the Lincoln penny was released to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the United States' involvement in World War II, specifically the Battle of Midway, which was a pivotal event in the War in the Pacific. This special coin features a unique reverse design with a wartime theme, an eagle perched on a rock with the Pacific Ocean in the background. The penny, however, was initially minted in Philadelphia, and most of them carried the mint mark P. But here's where the mystery begins. Some of these pennies were mistakenly produced without any mint mark at all. This tiny error is what makes the 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark so valuable. Now, let's dive into the million-dollar question: why is this penny worth so much? Well, it's all about rarity and demand. The United States Mint usually places a mint mark on its coins to signify which mint the coin was produced in. The 2016 Lincoln penny, however, was supposed to be minted at the Philadelphia Mint, but some of them slipped through the cracks without any mint mark at all. These no mint mark pennies are incredibly rare, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for one. If you're fortunate enough to have one, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $3 million depending on its condition and other factors like the presence of any additional minting errors. The rarity combined with the historical significance of the War in the Pacific design only increases the demand for these coins. So, how do you know if you've got one of these rare coins? Identifying the 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is fairly simple, but you need to know exactly what to look for. Here's how you can spot it: check the reverse side, look for the special War in the Pacific design, with the eagle perched on a rock and the Pacific Ocean in the background. If you don't see a mint mark on the reverse, that's your first clue. Inspect the obverse side. The obverse front of the coin should have the usual design of Abraham Lincoln, but be sure to check the bottom right corner. You should be able to spot a mint mark if it's there. If it's missing entirely, that's when you found your rare coin. Condition matters. As with all rare coins, the condition of the penny plays a huge role in its value. The higher the grade, the more valuable it will be. Look for any signs of wear or damage, as a pristine coin will always command a higher price. You might be wondering, how much is your 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark really worth? The market value can vary depending on factors like its condition and whether it has been authenticated. But, in general, these coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, and in rare cases, they've been sold for over $3 million. Some of the highest-selling versions of these pennies were in mint condition, and the scarcity of such a coin only increases its market value. If you're lucky enough to own a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, it could be worth far more than the face value of just 1 cent. If you've got a 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark and you're thinking about selling it, here are some steps you can take to get the best possible price. Get it appraised. The first step is to get your coin professionally appraised. Coin dealers, appraisers, or certified numismatists can examine your penny and give you a professional estimate of its value, verify its authenticity, ensure that your coin is authentic and that it has been properly graded. Some buyers may require a certificate of authenticity or grading from a recognized organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. Sell to a reputable dealer. When it comes time to sell, make sure you're working with a trustworthy dealer. You can also auction the coin if you believe it could attract competitive bidding. So, now that you know what to look for and how to sell, you might be wondering where you can find more rare coins like the 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Here are a few places where you might find hidden treasures: coin shops and dealers. Local coin shops and dealers often carry a wide range of coins, and you may come across a rare gem like the 2016 no mint mark penny. It's always worth checking in regularly. Estate sales and auctions. Sometimes, rare coins show up at estate sales or auctions. These can be an excellent opportunity to find high-value coins at a fraction of their market price. Online marketplaces. Websites like eBay and other online auction sites can sometimes have rare coins for sale. Just make sure to verify the authenticity of any coin before purchasing. There you have it. The 2016 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a rare and valuable coin that could be worth up to $3 million. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and the mistake of not placing a mint mark makes this penny a prized item for collectors. If you have one in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. And if you don't, now you know what to keep your eye out for when searching for hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more insights into rare coins and their values. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies in recent history, the 2017 D Mint Mark War in the Pacific Lincoln penny. This coin has not only a unique history but also an incredible market value. If you've got one of these pennies lying around, you might just be sitting on a gold mine worth up to $3 million. In this video, we're going to explore the details of this coin, its significance, why it's so valuable, and how you can determine if you've got one of these rare gems. Stick around because you won't want to miss out on this information. So, let's jump right in. First, let's talk about the basics of the 2017 D Lincoln penny. As you probably already know, the Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over 100 years. It's a beloved coin, often collected for its historical and artistic value. The 2017 D Lincoln penny, however, stands out among the many regular issues because of its unique connection to the war in the Pacific. You may be wondering, what makes the 2017 D special compared to other Lincoln pennies? Well, the 2017 D penny is part of a special series that honors the sacrifices made during the Pacific theater of World War II. The design features a depiction of a soldier with an olive branch, symbolizing peace and hope after the war. This particular coin was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the D Mint mark. The mint mark indicates where the coin was struck, and for collectors, this small letter carries a lot of weight, especially when paired with the historical significance of the coin. Now, let's address the big question: why is this coin worth so much? To put it simply, it's all about rarity and demand. The 2017 War in the Pacific Lincoln penny was minted in limited quantities, and over the years, as more collectors have become aware of its value, demand has skyrocketed, but it doesn't stop there. The condition of the coin is crucial. Pennies in pristine condition, especially those with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are the most valuable. This particular penny, when graded in gem uncirculated condition, can fetch up to $3 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $3 million. That's because, despite being a relatively recent coin, the 2017 penny carries historical weight that adds to its appeal. The war in the Pacific was a significant part of World War II, and coins commemorating this event are highly sought after by both coin collectors and history buffs alike. So, how can you tell if you have a 2017 war in the Pacific penny that's worth a fortune? It's all about the details. First, you'll want to make sure it's a 2017 penny and not just a regular 2017 penny. You can find the mint mark right under the date on the front of the coin. Look for a small d. If it's a Denver minted coin. Next, check the condition of the coin. Coins that are untouched, with sharp details, and minimal wear can grade much higher than those with visible damage. Coins that are graded MS-70, the highest possible grade, are the ones that can fetch upwards of $3 million. Coins that grade lower still hold value but not nearly as much. If you think you might have a valuable 2017 penny, the best thing you can do is get it professionally graded. A reputable grading service will evaluate your coin's condition and give it a grade that will help you determine its market value. Once graded, the coin will be protected in a sealed case, which preserves its condition and further adds to its value. It's also important to note that not every 2017 penny is worth $3 million. The market value depends on several factors, including the coin's rarity in top condition, how many are available, and the demand from collectors at the time. Coins that are in excellent condition but not in the top grades may still be worth thousands of dollars, but they won't reach the astronomical price tag of $3 million. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins, you might want to consider keeping it safe. There's a growing interest in rare pennies like the 2017 war in the Pacific, and they could become even more valuable in the future. Holding on to your coin could be a great investment, especially as time passes and fewer of these coins are in circulation, but be cautious. If you decide to sell, make sure you're dealing with a reputable buyer. There are plenty of counterfeit coins out there, so you want to make sure that you're getting what your coin is truly worth. If you ever find yourself in doubt, take it to an expert who can authenticate your coin and help you get the best deal. In addition to its historical value, the 2017 penny's connection to the war in the Pacific has a profound emotional significance. For many collectors, owning a coin like this is not just about money. It's about preserving the memory of those who fought during World War II and honoring their sacrifices. The coin is a symbol of peace and remembrance, and it will continue to hold meaning for generations to come. As we wrap up this video, let's recap. The 2017 war in the Pacific Lincoln penny is a unique and valuable coin that can be worth up to $3 million, depending on its condition. Its limited mintage, historical significance, and exceptional condition make it a rare gem for collectors. If you have one of these coins, you could be sitting on a fortune. Remember, it's all about the mint mark, condition, and grade. If you've enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. We've got more exciting videos on rare coins, valuable finds, and the fascinating world of numismatics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.